See that?
Now it says we're live. So I don't even know. I don't think you guys got to see any of that countdown. So you'll have to let us know you're here. I am Diane Cole. This is...
Hi, I'm Cindy Hudson.
And we are doing our Peek into Pink today. And so we are jumping on and that you guys can see us. So if you could go ahead and comment, that would be great. If you're on YouTube, if you could let us know you were here, that would be great too. Yep. Gotcha. And I'm just going to turn down. Okay, this is Peggy's on. So, hey, Peggy, thank you. And if you guys want to go ahead and tell us where you're streaming in from, that would be fantastic. We're going to share about Mary Kay. We're excited about, and I'll let you what we're excited about with this incredible company and this opportunity. And we are, so if you catch us, you can go ahead and comment if you're on YouTube, and we should be able to see you. I don't know why it keeps going away from me, but anyway, we're back again. And hey, Peggy is saying she's from Robards, Kentucky. Thank you. Here we go. Oh, we can do that. I'm going to just check my Wi-Fi for a second because I'm on the Wi-Fi, so I should be good. And yeah, okay. Well, you've frozen a few times on us, but we just want to share a little bit today. So I'll go ahead and start. I would say 32, almost 33 years ago, I was in a homework store, and a woman came up to me. She told me I was sharp. She asked me what I did. She asked me if anybody had taken the time to go over the career opportunity in Mary Kay, and I had said no, and thank you. And she stood there, gave me a couple of facts about Mary Kay, and she really just piqued my curiosity. And so I said, I'd like to learn. And so then she invited my husband and I to go out to an event. It was a career breakfast that was that one Saturday morning. And so I was like, okay, let's go. And so I heard about the company. I saw different women. I heard their stories. They were all walks of life. They were all education levels. They were all job levels. Some were stay-at-home moms. Some were working moms. Some were not moms. I, at the time, was not a mom. We were newly married. We didn't have kids yet. And I just thought, gosh, if there's something I could be good at that I could do so I could stay home and raise my kids, that's really what I wanted. And so, Mary Kay piqued my curiosity. I got started. 3 months went by, and I always say Mary Kay got into me. And I went back to my husband and I said, I think I could really do this. And he was like, okay. And I said, no, I really think I can. He goes, I thought you were. And I was like, well, what would you think of us banking my income? We'll live off yours, see how I do for 6 months, and his eyes got real big. And, some of the things that we share, being a part of Mary Kay is like how we meet people. Mm-hmm. And, because that was one thing I was like, okay, where am I going to find the people? How am I going to meet the people? Like, how does that work? And that's a really great question because it's a teachable question, and it
has changed over the time because I actually then joined Diane almost 30 years ago. Right after that, she'd been doing in her business about 3 or 4 years, and it has changed for us on how we do business. When Diane and I both first started, we didn't have Mary Kay did not have a web page. We didn't have computers in our homes at the Instagram, Snapchat. We had none of that, right? And so that has changed, and it keeps changing. And the cool thing is that Mary Kay changes with everything that's out there. And And so there's all
Mhm.
kinds of ways to reach people
Mhm.
now, even that we
Mhm.
didn't have then, even though we did it.
And you know, really good. We never would have been streaming into YouTube right now, you know, and so that's the thing. This is, you know, a little sample card of one of our newest perfumes, and it's called Confidently You, and it's an eau de parfum, just came out for the summer, and like just little neat ways that we can talk about a product, share it, share what we love about it. I mean, you were wearing it today, right? Because when
I do have it on today.
yeah, because
Can you smell me?
yes, when I hugged her when she came in, you know, like I was like, oh, she's got Confidently You on,
And I put that on at 7:00 this morning in Nashville, Tennessee, and now I'm in Destin, Florida, and I
yeah,
still smell good.
yeah, which is good, right? And so, but what's so neat about it is like, okay, so you can, you know, jump on a live, you can go on your story, you can go to TikTok, you can talk about a product that you absolutely love. And you know what? People start to listen to you. And that just wasn't a thing that we did before. You know, I mean, Mary Kay was the original Facebook because she'd say, see a face and book them. But she wasn't on Facebook, you know what I mean? And so it's things like that. And so basically, what are we doing? We're sharing this incredible product. We're sharing the opportunity, and we get women's opinion. And as a woman, I like giving my opinion. I like being asked my opinion.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
You know, and so it's, oh no. Hold on, y'all. I think you're still with me. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
So
This is fun.
Yeah. There's a lot of technology things happening. But if that didn't just happen, like I would have been hard for me to explain, right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. There's explanations there. Anyhow, so as we share our what we love about Mary Kay,
Mhm.
that's actually what the business is. I mean, we just wear the product, we use the product, we get the benefits of the product,
Right.
and we share it with our friends and our family. And when Diane and I met, we did not know each other. If it hadn't been for Mary Kay 30 years ago,
Right.
I would not be sitting in Destin, Florida with her in her office, because we didn't know each other and had no way that we probably would have met each other. But we, my girlfriend Renee had went to a wedding makeover event with her best friend. She was in the wedding, and so she got the product. She loved the product. That Mary Kay consultant didn't really keep in touch, did not keep in touch with them. And so as happens in Mary Kay, because our product is consumable, which means that we put it on, we get the benefit, we wash it off at night, and it goes right down the sink, and we have to have more, just like milk and water and, you know, bread and cheese and salad. And so Renee ran out of her product. And so we happened upon Diane and we bought some product, or they bought product from her. And then Diane did her business correctly and shared with her that she probably should update some products with Renee, because our products change, right? Y'all know that. If you're a current Mary Kay customer, you know our products change. And if you aren't a current customer, you know that if you go into the drugstore, if you go into Walgreens or you go into a department store and you ask for your product, and they'll go, oh, well, that no longer is being made. And so then you have to go, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Well, in Mary Kay, your consultant will go, I'll help you right out. I'll tell you. Because all things in the fashion industry, and we are part of the fashion industry, all things change all the time. And in Mary Kay, you have a personal beauty consultant that will help you. If you are that personal beauty consultant, you're going to be on a team with us and our girls, depending on who your consultant is, and we're going to help you. And you're going to know the answers to that.
Well, and what's fun is because just like in fashion, when styles, you know, go out, you know, new styles get introduced, like, yeah, everybody needs guidance, and that's what we're here for. We're here to transition out with the old, in with the new. And then, you know, what's nice about our product line is, I mean, our staples stay around a good amount of time.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you're not usually in a position where you're like, oh my gosh, change. You know, I even have one of my customers, did a little video for me. She's been my customer for a long time. And she did a video because we just had a bundle special recently where it was like the Evening Berry lip gloss. It was I think, Boho Plum.
Yes.
And then I forget what the lip liner was. Because there was a berry
do
and there was a
too.
nude, you know. And so anyway, she got it. And then she did a little video. And she goes, I've never sent you a video before, but I just want to say, like, this is my go-to color every day. Like, I'm wearing it every day, even when I don't want a little bit of color or a lot of color. Like, I can wear this. I can add the lip gloss on top and get more color. Like, I mean, you guys, she did this little video. I said, can I share your video? And she was like, oh, sure. So I put it on my Facebook group. Right now I have it on my website, you know, as like Annette's, you know, testimony. Like, it's just, but what do we do? You know, it's like, we're jumping on, we're talking about the products, you know, we're loving on them. And that's the thing. So we teach you as mentors, as sales directors, you know, how to meet the people, how to share the product, how to share about the opportunity. And you can do as much or as little as you'd like. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so like easy to want to dip your toe into,
Right.
because, you know, first of all, you can look twice as good for half the price, because you'd be getting your own, you know, products that cost right there. And all of us like that. I mean, I don't know a woman who doesn't like a deal.
Me either.
Yeah. And so,
Did I just trappist all over Chicago to find a Kohl's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
To use my Kohl's cash to get a deal. Yes, I did.
Yes.
And so we love a deal.
Yeah.
And so if you become a consultant, you have a deal right there in your hands.
And it's so good, right? So it's things like that. So, you know, we start out when women are interested in building an online beauty business with Mary Kay, you know, what is it about? It's about flourishing. It's about women, community, and about us flourishing. It's about talking about, you know, one of the products that you love, as I was updating my lips while she was talking, you know, and like, truly, I mean, it's like, you can pick up like any of our little things here, you know? Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, like, we have bronzer. You want some bronzer?
I'm thinking about bronzing a little bit right here. Yeah.
So it's like, and it's just our stuff, right? But then because it makes us feel good, and, you know, I was just with another one of our friends, Emily, for this past weekend, and we were just talking about, you know, coming on and doing lives and talking to the people and showing them like how you can take care of your skin, how you can look younger, how you can take care of your skin now, so that as you age, I mean, what's the goal? To age gracefully, you know? And so all these things are what we get to do. And, you know, Cindy just used one of our bronzers. I mean, it's like, and that's the thing, like, all of our little things are all like right in here, you know, little brushes, little compacts, little things. So, so one of the reasons people get started in Mary Kay is for the money. And so whether it's because they have a specific goal, they have a bill they want to pay off, they have vacation, they have a future house they want, they have a second home they want, they have a vacation that they want, you know, like if maybe they have more month than money and they want to get started. What I'm talking about and what we're talking about is how we met each other, how we meet the people, then how we share the products. You can share them face-to-face, in person. You can share them. We do them on Facebook. We do it virtually on Zooms. We do them on webinars. There's so many different ways. We've helped a lot of moms be able to stay home and be able to get back into the home, be able to put her kids to bed and then jump on and do a pampering session because she mailed samples out to her different guests and got them to come on. So, so any of those reasons. Another thing that people get excited about Mary Kay is for the recognition. Mary Kay was just ahead of her time in recognizing women. I only have one Mary Kay ring on right now, but truly, you know, we have earned more diamond rings than we could wear on our hands. And that sounds terrible. Like, I mean, like, you know, because I'm not trying to be like a humble boast, you know, but it's one of those things that like you can, as a beauty consultant or a sales director, like set a goal to sell X amount of dollars. And for the reward of what you've done in the year, you get to pick a ring that Mary Kay has up. I mean, she wanted us to feel like princesses, and it was Cinderella prizes. And that's what she would do for us. So recognition wise, I mean, I was in corporate America and I was not being recognized for the job that I was doing. And yet I would do Mary Kay part-time, spare time. And I was being built up, you know what I mean, for everything that I could do. And I was like, gosh, this feels so good. It feels so good. So, so some people, you know, look our direction for the recognition, some for the self-esteem and the self-improvement, because the deal is when we start catching our family members doing something right, we start catching other people doing something right too. We start giving away compliments. We start opening doors for people. When we feel good about us, we give it away. That's what we do as women. And so this is a community where you get to do that. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Flexibility is another thing. You know, we were just talking and, you know, one of my favorite uncles just passed away yesterday. And you know, it's just one of those things where like we have to look at our schedules and we don't report to anybody as far as the boss goes. But you know, we are independent contractors. So we have the flexibility to be able to do things, but at the same time, just like everybody else, we have to kind of look at things and go, okay, you know, for what we have going on in this time frame, can we do it? What is the best way that we can be supportive and we can grieve and we can, you know, be the different places that we are? And I think that's one thing that I really appreciate about Mary Kay, because the doors opened and we got to step in and do as much or as little as we could, but then we also got to really like make decisions of the heart. Like I call it, anytime I post, I always do hashtag makeovers of the heart, because to me, it's how you make the woman feel. And we get to make sure that we're keeping our faith, our family, and our career in perspective, you know, as we choose and decide. So we still have the same decisions that everyone else has to make, right? But it's supported.
Right. And like you said, more flexible. I can do, like, I'm in Florida. My home currently is in Kentucky, and I can do my business right here in Florida. So that flexibility part is amazing. Then also, but then on how where Diane was going, or taking that little bit too, is that we're also flexible to work really hard when we need to work really hard, because we know that we have a time that we can step back if needed and do the things that we're being called to. So it's kind of just neat how that flexibility works. And like she said, being our own bosses, we're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. Right. As we're both sitting here together, and as our ladies are commenting on here on In Touch and on Facebook and on YouTube. We have a support system. And I think that's one thing that I've noticed on some other things that you do from home or other businesses. I don't know that their support system is as strong as a support system that Mary Kay Ash herself built into her company. And that has always impressed me over all these years. And that's part of the, we always talk about, we wouldn't have stayed in this business this many years if the culture of the company did not meet us at our point of priority and our how we feel as people in our culture, I guess you would say. And so the culture of Mary Kay is superb. And again, she's the one that said, God first, family second, career third is a way that a woman can reach any goals she ever wants to set for herself. If she can set her goals and her priorities, then she can succeed at anything. And we still see that because her company is still owned by her family and ran by her grandson.
Right. And so, like, and as Cindy was talking, I just added a little bit of our liquid eyeshadow to my eyes because, you know, just a little highlight color. It opens your eyes a little bit, a little bit more. And that's just the kind of stuff we get to do and we get to share. And then we get to, you know, Mary Kay put some bonuses out and some different things that we can work to achieve. And so we've both earned free cars in Mary Kay, and only, you know, they want us to say that the top 1% of the company earns the use of a career car in Mary Kay. And Cindy and her unit has earned eight cars. And then me and my unit, we've earned 18 cars. And the cool thing is they pay tags, title, 85% of the car insurance for 2 drivers for 2 years. And then you get a new one. And so that, we're just so grateful for. We can advance at our own pace. We can do as much or as little. Like we were having babies, when I got started, it's okay. We didn't have kids.
We aren't currently having babies.
No, we're not having babies anymore, but not anymore. But back then, like we were. And it was like, okay. And she had her 3 when she got started. I was still having babies and things like that. So I, didn't have any. Then I got started. Then we start moving and all these different things. But we got to prioritize and advance at our own pace, which is really good. Hey, Linda Scott, we're glad you're here. And then, being your own boss was just really, something that I was interested in. I really liked being able to choose. When I was in corporate America, I was, they talk about that ceiling, and there was there is a glass ceiling. There was for me, and so I worked 60 to 80 hours a week. I got up super early. I worked, pretty late into the day. And when I sprinkled Mary Kay in, I was just so excited working my Mary Kay. And so I finally just was like, you know what? I think this is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. I want to stay home with these babies that I started having and make that work. And here we are 33 years later. And that's the kind of thing. Like we're excited to mentor the next 20 women that want to choose to join us. And we have a really big goal that we're finishing by the end of June. And so, of course, this last week of May just counts and matters. And so we have some specials. So talk to your beauty consultant about, getting started within, 24 hours of hearing this, video. So you can do a hashtag replay. If this is you, chiming in late, do hashtag replay and then tag your consultant. But if you do want some more information, you can put in the comments, coffee, and we will contact you and we will jump on a virtual coffee. We'll jump on a Zoom or a phone call and we will just answer any questions you have to see if this is a fit for you. Because I think that's the thing, is what if it is? Like, what if it is a fit for you? What if it is more than you could possibly hope for or imagine? Because it truly has been that for me. Yes. And just really even having, a week in Chicago with Cindy, and then I came back for a week, and then we had friends here this weekend, and now Cindy's here. And we're going to work. But it is fun. It's fun to do it and to do it together.
And we worked in Chicago.
Yeah,
together.
We worked in Chicago together. So we have an event that we're doing tomorrow night up in Niceville. Then we have a Zoom. So if you want to try the products and you haven't been able to try them for a while, or maybe you'd like to try something new with your consultant, this Thursday night, we're doing a Zoom. It's called our Hydrate Session Happiness. And we're getting our faces ready for bed. And then on Saturday morning, we're getting our faces ready for the day. And so the Zoom, we're going to do at 9 a.m. Central. But we also have a couple of webinars on Saturday for color. So if 9 a.m. doesn't work for you, talk to your consultant, because we have 3 different time schedules for the Fun with Color on Saturday that could work for you. So, oh, you love my new do. Thanks, Linda Scott. I left my hair curly this weekend. So thank you. I appreciate that. But really, you guys, that's what we have for you. We'd love to share more. We'd love to get you started and give you our bonus for getting started from listening to our video here today. Comment away, ask us any questions, but do coffee if you want to chat and you want to do take another peek into pink with us, and so we can just see if it's for you or not.
And because, as Diane said, this lady talked to her at a Hallmark store.
Yeah.
And Diane at that time was not looking for anything else to do. And I never, ever thought this would be something I wanted. You might think that we just thought, oh, someday we want to sell makeup. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I kind of did. But I was thinking Clinique counter at the time. But what I found was that it was something that grew with me, like Diane said. I had 3 boys. And I wanted to, and I had been blessed with it being able to stay home with them already. I mean, Sid was working, and he said, I think we can make this work. But I needed to get away.
Right.
So it doesn't, you don't know
Mhm.
what the deal is. I just needed to
Mhm.
be able to get away from them for a while. And so this Mary Kay gave me the opportunity to step away in the evening and to do something fun with other women
Mhm.
and to then also make money for my family. So it can
Mhm.
be all kinds of reasons.
Mhm. Oh, so
And you
for
might
sure.
not know it's for you. And you, of course, aren't thinking that this was something you were going to grow up and do. But
Mhm.
why not try it?
Yeah, and check it out. I mean, ask the questions, because 10 to 1, if you have that question, someone else does too. And if we haven't already covered it, or already shared it with you, maybe we're not thinking of it right now. And that's going to help us be able to share it better with
Exactly.
all women, so I think that's kind of cool too.
Yes.
So, but really, that's what we have for you guys tonight. And we just wanted to come on and share and just give you a little peek into our pink worlds. And of course, now our kids are all grown. Mine are 31, 30, and 25. They're about to be 32, 31, and 26. And yours are?
They were 7, 4, and 2 when I started, and they're now 37, 33, and 31.
Because they're going to be 32.
Because
and 30.
they're all start
everybody's
switching.
about to have birthdays.
Everybody will start
yeah.
switching in October.
Yeah, exactly.
And my grandkids are 7, 5, and 2
Mhm.
now. Who knew?
Right. And I think that's the thing too. Like, so there's all ages, there's all times of life, and you can grab on, jump on, grab a favorite product, tell everybody about it. And maybe start teaching people, do you know what I mean? Like, how you took care of your skin and what it did for you. And I think that is just the best testimonial that could be out there, is you jumping on and sharing it with your friends. So anyway, so comment, let us know that you're on, tag your beauty consultant that helps her. And then comment coffee if you want to hear more, because we'd love to share. You can comment join if you're like, I'm in, I want to do this. Oh my gosh, and so we'll give you the details on that. It is $35 to get started. And so that's an e-start is what they call electronic start, 35, pretty easy peasy. And, but we can go through all that with you guys. So
yeah. And your comments get you into a cash drawing.
Yeah, I know.
$350 cash drawing.
Yeah,
comment away.
Because you watched and you tagged your consultant, she's putting you into a $350 cash giveaway that we do. So, anyway, so that's what we have. All right, you guys, thank you so much. We'll see you. Take care.